Hi guys, it's Julian. So it's Saturday, the 15th of June. Um, I think I'm gonna start doing my weekly things on Saturdays. It seems like it's just easier. Or no, it's Friday. I'm sorry. It's Friday. I'm gonna start probably doing them on Friday or Saturday. We'll see. Um, as you can kind of tell, I'm in a brain fog. I did not weigh myself this week. I did not want to look at the scale this week at all because I know that it's not going to be pretty. And I don't want to put myself through that because I'm already going through enough negative stuff as it is. I'm struggling enough as it is. And if I cry in this video, I'm sorry. It's just really rough. Mostly due to fibro pain. I'm going to say fibro pain. So last couple of weeks have been really hard for what my doctor says is my fibro. And when I say really hard, I mean Raynard cannot touch me because all my nerves are on fire, basically. Yesterday I went to Oxford to do my weekly thing there, and I couldn't even walk. I had to use one of their rolly chairs to get around the building. Um, Today, my legs aren't really all that better, maybe slightly better, but I'm struggling still. My medication is not working. So I called not yesterday, but Wednesday, and I asked if there's any way I could see my doctor before the 26th, which was my original appointment. They weren't sure because my doctor goes between here and Lewiston, which is 45 minutes away. So she goes to two different facilities, and it's a pain in the butt to even try and get a appointment with her. But I was able to, they found an opening for Monday. So on Monday morning, I'm going to be going to my doctor. I'm going to be explaining to her what's been going on. And I'm going to ask for three things. The first thing I'm going to ask her for is a referral for an MRI to look at my spinal cord, because they have already looked at my brain for other reasons, but no lesions showed on my brain. But I want them to look at my spine too, because there are forms of MS that they don't show up on the brain, they show up on the spinal cord. So I want them to look at my spine. I want them to look there to see if they see anything. Because I know, yes, I'm in pain, and I know that fibro can cause weakness in limbs and things like that. But it's getting to be so bad that I'm wondering if it's not fibro and something else. The other thing I'm going to ask for is a Lyme disease test, because again, it could be Lyme disease. So I want that checked. The other thing I want to check for is lupus. Not only with, my weakness, but my lungs seem to be doing worse too. Like, you can probably hear how I'm breathing. I have asthma, but I haven't really done anything to cause my asthma to be triggered. I have not worked out this morning. Working out is not going to happen until I figure this out because I just can't. My body can't. And that really upsets me right now because I've been working so hard and I lost so much so far and there's more to lose. There's my journey to be healthier as far as my weight has finally kicked off, and now this. So I'm not doing very good mentally on that front. And again, I apologize if I cry. Pain plus emotion probably won't end well in this video. So the second thing I wanted to talk about is my transition. This is another thing that is causing a lot of emotion and other issues for me. So some of you might know, those of you who are new, I am transgender male pre-transition. Here in Maine, in order for insurance to cover your hormones, whether it's T, you have to see a counselor and a trans-specific counselor, and that counselor has to give the referral to endocrinology, and then endocrinology will meet with you and all that. So when I finally came out last year, that was like the first thing I figured out. I talked to my doctor, and she tried to do the referral. I am her first transgender patient. So she didn't know that I had to have a counselor. She did not know that the counselor is the one that has to do the referral if we're going to have insurance pay for it. So endocrinology came back with, we can't accept this referral. Your patient has to go into counseling for a trans-specific counselor, and that counselor has to give us the referral unless your patient plans on paying it out of pocket. And I'm like, no. So since then, I searched and searched and searched for a trans-specific counselor. A few months ago, I finally found one that was only 45 minutes away. There was no one in my area. There are very few transgender counselors here in Maine. So the other ones that I found are in like Portland and Augusta, and those places are like 4 hours away. So when I found this counselor in Auburn, I set it up, and there were some issues with communication as far as when these were supposed to be, and I ended up not going, and then I ended up with the gallbladder issues, so I didn't go. Last week, I attempted to call him again, and the phone number was disconnected. The number was disconnected. I kind of had a panic attack over that. I was like, oh no. So after my little freak out about not being able to reach him by phone, I emailed him. I still have his email. And I'm like, I hope this email works. I hope this email works because I don't want to go all the way to Portland or Augusta because it's like 4 hours away. And on top of that, I have to go through Logisticare, which is a medical transportation company. And their drivers are just horrible. They'll show up late to your house. You'll be late for your appointments. Some of them don't even show at all, with no notice whatsoever. Uh, and then when you're done with your appointment, then you have to sit there and wait. And sometimes they show up on time. Sometimes you end up sitting there for hours. And I know Lewiston, Auburn is 45 minutes away, but I'm familiar with Lewiston, Auburn, so I can walk around and I can, and I have friends there in the area that I could like hang out with while I wait for this ride. In Portland and Augusta, I don't have that. Big cities, I'm not comfortable in them to begin with. Um, Being raised on a farm, I'm used to rural or semi-rural areas, or at least small towns. You know, Lewiston, Auburn isn't a small town, but it's like small enough for me to feel comfortable. If that makes any sense. So, anyway, I got off track. I emailed the counselor and I said, I tried to call you. It says your number is disconnected. What is going on? And earlier this week, he emailed me back finally, and he said, "Hi, I'm sorry, I have just getting back to you. I've been sick with stomach flu. I moved offices. I'm no longer with these people. So here's my new number. Call me, and we'll talk about getting you set up again." So I called. As soon as I got the email, I didn't get an answer. So I left a message. The next day, I still didn't get a call back. So I called again, and again I had to leave a message. I'm getting very frustrated with this guy. I'm getting frustrated in general because I just want to move forward. I'm 30 years old. I know what I want. I've had time to think about it, and I've had time to research, and I've had the time. You know, I'm ready, and it just seems like things keep pushing me back, and it's really taking a toll. I'm trying not to cry. It's taking a toll on my mental health, and that is probably in turn taking a toll on my physical health, um, especially if this does happen to be fibro that I'm going through. So I'm not doing well, guys. Um, like I said, I'm not even going to bother to weigh myself because I don't want to look at that scale. I don't want to look at that scale because I know that I have been bad. Um, Not being able to exercise, not being able to do workouts can't be avoided right now. And I'm upset about that, but I'm not holding that against myself. Um, honestly, what I am holding against myself is the fact that I've regressed back to emotional eating. I've been having sodas a lot more and candies, just stuffing my face with the stuff because my emotions are getting the better of me. And I know I shouldn't be angry with myself or ashamed, but I am. Because who knows, by the time that all this stuff is figured out, I could be back to square one if I don't reel it in. I could be back at 260, and I don't want that. But I can't seem to get a hold of these emotions, and I can't seem to just push through. So I'm really struggling. I've really struggled this week, and I'm probably going to continue to struggle for a while. Um, that being said, I don't think I'm going to do weekly updates as far as here's my weigh in, I think what I'm going to stick to for a while is just kind of vlogging and vlogging when I kind of feel up to it. Um, because right now I'm just not in a good place. Um, but I do want to keep things real and I do want to keep you guys informed because this is my journey. And I always said that I was going to be real with you guys from the start. So I might not do a weekly update like I have been doing for a while, but I will be keeping you guys informed. I will probably do vlogging. Um, I will do random videos like I did the hangout with Amy last night. Um, I'll still do things, but they won't be, hey guys, this is week whatever. I'm still personally going to keep track of my weeks, so I don't lose track of what week I'm on. So I can be like, hey, when I do come back, I could say, hey, it's week such and such, and I know this is the first time I've had one of these in a while, but blah, 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 blah. If you've been with me a while, you know why, and, whatever. But yeah, right now I'm just really struggling. Really, really bad. And Raynar, he's been trying to kind of give me my power back. Because I'll be like, I really want such and such. I want some chocolate. And he'll be like, are you sure you really want that? And I'll be like, yeah, go get me the chocolate. He's not going to deny me the chocolate or whatever I ask for right now because he knows that right now, if I don't have it, my emotions might be worse than what they are. And he doesn't want to see me go through that either. So he's kind of in a catch-22 because he wants to help me stay healthy physically, but he also doesn't want to see me suffer mentally either. So he's trying his best, and I really love and appreciate him for that. But anyway, before I get too emotional right now, because I'm starting to cry, I'm going to end this video here. And honestly, you guys know that I do my little just keep going thing, but today I don't feel like just going. I don't feel like just keeping going. And if I don't feel like doing that myself, I don't feel like I should be telling you guys to do the same. But I do want you guys to know that whatever you are going through, you're not alone. I'm here for you regardless of what I'm going through. So I'm going to end this video here. And I hope everybody out there has a good day.